guys, on to 𝑑𝑻𝑪𝑮𝑳 to go Crescent Welfare, featuring the new Cresselia from Shrouded Fable with a Crescent Purge attack, allowing to turn one of her face down prize cards face up for the rest of the game for 80 extra damage, hitting a total of 160 damage for 3 Psychic. Open this card with our Chansey from 151 with the Lucky Bonus ability, allowing to put this Pokemon onto your bench and flip a coin if you took this Pokemon as a face down prize card during your turn and your bench isn't full. So I'm basically trying to look at our other prize cards while securing our Chansey into the prize using our Arven Academy combo or with Ciphermaniac's Codebreaking. Remember not to turn the same prize card face up though after playing your Arcphone, just because if you took your Chansey as a face up prize card, you do not get to use its ability. We obviously run the risk of turning any Chanseys that got initially prized face up before we play our Arcphone, but if we are lucky enough to turn any one of our prize cards that isn't a Chansey using our Crescent Purge attack, we would be able to better track the hidden Chanseys the next time we draw our prize cards. In terms of gameplay, we want to be putting only one Chansey into play and attack with either Blissey or Cresselia while putting the other Chansey into the prize as early as we can. We're also playing one Unown V with the victory symbol attack, allowing us to win the game if we have only one prize remaining for 3 colorless. Next, we've got 3 Xatu for the energy acceleration, 2 Jacq, 3 Arven, and 1 Larry with 1 Hyper Aroma to search for evolutions, 1 Rescue Board and 1 Jet Energy for the switch, 1 Night Stretcher to retrieve a Pokemon or basic energy, 1 Countercatcher and 1 Boss for the gust, 1 Mist Energy to prevent all effects of attacks done to our Blissey, with 1 Earthen Vessel and 14 basic Psychic Energies. So that's all for the deck list. Now let's go for some gameplay and see how well this deck works. First game with Crescent Welfare. So now we have a second list for this deck. We have one with 𝑑𝑻𝑪𝑮𝑳 instead of the second by 𝑑𝑻𝑪𝑮𝑳 instead of Cresselia, just because Cresselia could sometimes work against you if you turn too many prize cards face up. If you don't turn the prize card face up, you can't do the extra damage. So it's better to retrieve your Blissey EX instead of Cresselia with your Night Stretcher to attack another time, to attack with your your next Pokemon for your next attack. Instead of using Crescent Purge, you should be attacking with Return because it's actually doing more damage as well. We got no double turbo for this deck. So if you turn too many prize cards face up, you can't play your Arcphone anymore. But also, if you got your Chansey prize early before having to play your first Arcphone, then, you could actually accidentally turn that Chansey face up. And if you got it face up, if you draw it as a face up prize card, you do not get to use this ability as we mentioned earlier. So if you don't like that effect, you can choose to play 𝑑𝑻𝑪𝑮𝑳 instead. We got an extra double turbo for that list as well. I'll link it down below in the description in the pinned comments as usual. But even if you choose to play Cresselia though, even if you're unlucky enough to turn that one Chansey face up, you can just put it back as a face down prize card with your Arcphones. We do have 3 copies, so you might be unlucky to not pull off an extra lucky bonus. That's all I'm trying to say, is that Cresselia could actually give you one less coin flip with Chansey's ability, which isn't really a big deal. But then if you don't like that, if you don't like the odds, then you can actually choose to play 𝑑𝑻𝑪𝑮𝑳. It's funny because the face-up gamble could actually work in your favor. It could actually help you reveal your boss, your Countercatcher, cards that you need later on in the game, like your next Blissey EX. Also, if you have all 4 Chanseys in the deck, if you don't have any prize from the start, you wouldn't have the problem of revealing the wrong card with Cresselia. So it's actually a very, very niche situation where Cresselia works against your favor. It doesn't happen very often. And even if it does, it's still a gamble. You're not guaranteed to pick the wrong card when you play your Crescent Purge. But yeah, that's enough of our Swan Princess. Let's focus on the game now against Dragapult EX. And they got their first Phantom. They're knocking out our Natu on the bench, taking 2 prize early. Let's hope we can come back from that. We just need 1 Xatu for this turn. We should be benching another Natu as well. So we got Arven for the Vessel. We should be playing Arven right here. And the Poffin as well. We got Ciphermaniac for the next turn with our Arcphone in the hand. We're going to get the Rescue Board at the same time. So fun thing about Xatu Blissey is that you get to attach to the bench and move it into the active, right? Move that energy, that basic Psychic, onto your Blissey EX or any of your active Pokemon. As long as you have the EX in play, you get to move any one basic energy. which is super fun. We got another Cipher, which isn't too great. But we're drawing cards with Blissey though. So let's do Happy Switch and return. We should be attaching the tool card first, because we can only draw up to 6, which isn't a lot. Drawing 2 cards. Not bad though. So we got Blissey EX for the draw support, in addition to our Xatu Clairvoyant Sense, drawing 2 cards for each copy while attaching that psychic energy. Pretty neat, eh? Double draw engine. So here comes another Comfy or another GP. They got a Lost Engine with Mirage Gate apparently. It's a very old Dragapult build. No Dusclops. They got Cramorant as well. So here comes another dive for 6 more damage counters on our Xatu. It has 30 HP remaining. We got a Mist Energy though, so maybe we should be attaching onto that Xatu to prevent further damage counter placement, saving it from the knockout. Because we can't really bench more Natus though, so might as well just save this Xatu and attach extra energies early. We got our Cipher Arcfun combo for the first Chansey stash. Sneaking it into the prize before we do our knockout. Just the right time though, isn't it? Just the right time. I'm actually not sure which second card I should be putting at the top of the deck. Should we get an energy? Should we get another Arcphone? Maybe a supporter card. I don't know. It feels like we should get an energy though, but we ended up with the Night Stretcher. We don't actually have any energy in the discard pile, I don't think. So that could have been a mistake right there. I don't know. So we should not be benching the Chansey right here, just because we're actually gonna pull out the first Chansey, the second Chansey, my bad, from the prize. We are benching it from the prize though, and that means on the next turn we get to move that energy from Xatu. If we attach it onto Xatu right now with this ability, with Clairvoyant Sense, we can move it with Happy Switch onto the next Blissey, right? Because we are benching the Chansey from the prize. By knocking out the Dragapult right now, we bench the Chansey and then evolve it on the next turn, switch that energy from the Xatu, use Clairvoyant Sense, attach 2 more energies from our hand. So that means we got enough to attack with the next Blissey. We just need to evolve the Blissey, retreat with our Rescue Board. We even have the Rescue Board attached. So we should not be benching that Chansey. I don't know why I did that. Not enough experience with the deck, I guess. So no matter what deck you play, you need a couple runs before you can actually perfect the gameplay. Right now we're actually doing a couple blunders, but that's fine. It's a learning process. We're getting there, you know. Okay, let's do return for 2 extra cards in our hand. And we got Night Stretcher for the next turn to retrieve the energy. I'm only just realizing that Blissey EX is going to get knocked out by the next Dragapult if they have the candy, or probably the Cramorant first if they do the Dracloak evolution. We got our first lucky bonus coin flip, and we got a heads though. Oh yeah, free prize. Which one are we gonna get though? I think we're trying to catch the next Blissey here, but we don't really need to because we got the other energy from the prize. So that means we get to play Night Stretcher for the Blissey EX, evolve the Chansey, and we got return to do some damage on their next Dragapult, or to target that Cramorant for another KO, because we just need 2 more prize though before we play our Unown's victory symbol. Can we draw out 2 more prize by knocking out the Cramorant? Are we going to be lucky enough to flip another heads? I don't think so. So we should be playing the boss at the right time, right? Because we got Cipher, we can dig for the boss on the next turn. Okay, they did Iono. We were planning to arrange the deck so we get the boss after the next turn. But then now we got the Jet This is not great. Because if they knock us out with the Cramorant, we might be in trouble. We might be in serious trouble. Do they have the switch though? They just benched another Comfy. Okay. They got stuck. Thank God. Iono didn't give them the Dracloak. Or the switch. Yeah, Dragapult with Comfy is a bit weird because you need a lot of switches along with the Mirage Gate. You're playing it with a Stage 2 EX. I don't think it's that consistent. You need your Dracloak as well. If you don't have the Comfy in the active, you might as well not play it, right? You need so many switches though. Do you really get to play anything but basics? I don't think Giratina V-Star is that consistent as well with the Lost Box. I feel like you're only ever allowed to play basic Pokemons when you do Comfy. So we got our next Blissey with the Hyper Aroma. I don't think we have it priced though. We got the Night Academy and Arcphone in our hand, with Baby Chansey waiting to get stashed. They actually attached the energy onto the Dracloak though. They could have done a retreat and kill off our Blissey with the Cramorant. But they're choosing to delay the knockout. I'm not sure why. Maybe they're trying to save their energies because they don't have, you know, the Stretcher in hand. Maybe they don't have the Rod. I don't know what's happening. Maybe they're just a beginner. I don't care, you know. I don't really care. This game is too hard. It's too sweaty. I don't like sweaty games. I just want to perform the intended combo for my deck, which is the multi-bonus coin flip with our Chansey, with our St. Patrick's Chansey. And there we go, another Arcphone to swap out the top deck, the top Chansey with one of our prize. We got Hyper Aroma for the next Blissey. We don't actually have it priced. Blissful Blast! Do you guys remember the old Blissey? Attach 3 double turbo from the discard pile using Blissful Blast, and then Hyper Potion and retrieve more energies. Powerful energy, can retrieve Aurora energy as well. Oh, those were the days. Those were the days, yo. Aurora energy. Did you guys remember that? Aurora with Bronzong. Oh my god, that was so fun. That was such a fun combo though. Aurora with Bronzong. Now we have shitty ass Luminous, which is trash ass. We got Neo Upper and Legacy, both of which are A specs, unfortunately. So those are our only rainbow options. It wasn't really that great for Sword and Shield either, because we had Impact and Spiral, which only works for rapid single strike Pokemons if you guys don't remember. But anyways, back to the game. We get to flip another coin, and we got a Tails, but that's fine. We got Unown V on our bench, ready to go if they play a boss. We got our Night Stretcher. If they do an Iono, probably gonna get the energy, or we can just we can happy switch the energy from our other Pokemons onto the Unown, attach one more, and we got enough for victory symbol. Let's go! And at last, out comes the next Dragapult. A bit too late though. It's over, Dragapult. Do something! Come on! Iono! Are they gonna play Iono? Oh man. We might have to play Return with our second Blissey if they do that, because we might not get the energy. We got one card, 2 cards for the next turn if they play Iono. If we get the energy, we can play Victory Symbol and that would be it. But apparently they're not even gonna play the boss, which is absolutely bizarre, but that's fine. They're gonna target our Xatu as well. in vain because we got the mist energy attached, preventing damage counters from the dive. So here it comes. We're not even gonna draw the last prize. We don't have to kill an EX to draw the last prize or to play a boss. We can't play counter catcher anymore, it's too late for that. Doesn't work. We got another energy with the stretcher and happy switch. That's way too many energies. So the stretcher helps us retrieve the unknown if they did a boss knockout on their last turn. And then we can happy switch Xatu. We got 3 energies. If they knock it out, we wouldn't have 4. If they knock it out, we would have 3 energies for victory symbol this turn. Winning a game with the effect of an attack. How about that? Oh yes! We won Lost Box Dragapult. Another game with Lucky Chain.
you.